Hey guys, Playmaker here, back with another episode review for Skate the Infinity. We're on episode 7, We Don't Balance Out, which is the episode title, not just something out there. But anyways, let's just get into it. So we start off with seeing Rick and Longa, just how they have like a good thing going. They're both happy skateboarding, and okay, so this one we see like them doing tricks, which ends up with Longer catching like high air, like maybe he passed up the screen. He even touches like this star drawing that's under a bridge, and it just like he can really get up there. And I'll be getting to that later. This does come up. Uh, Also, just my thoughts on it. But this one was also kind of briefly mentioned in episode 6, which is probably a good idea in hindsight. So it's been I mean we've seen like what Lanka has done and compared to Reki, like especially in months. Whereas he slipped on a skateboard, now he's like catching a lot of air. The new big the new big rookie at S, just that's what's going on. And then you have like Reki, who I mean has like all this like knowledge and has into skateboarding. He's just considered the number two, the sidekick, the afterthought to Longa. Just the guy like no one really pays attention to. Just and it's kind of just been continuously brought up. Like I mean, it's been brought up like even before this episode, but it's been kind of like just been hammering down like he's just the number two. Like he's not gonna catch up to Longa. And going back to the star drawing, Reki tries to do that same trick Longa did. After Longa showed him, which kind of leads to this like ever growing gap between the two, which is I think just kind of like getting further ahead or getting further apart from each other as the episode goes on. Uh, but yeah, we do see Reki trying to like get to the stars. Says not even this every time. He just wanted to at least make some progress, and we didn't really see how many times I saw at least like 9 X's, so it means like he tried at least 9 times. So it's like he didn't even get close to the star, which I kind of consider a metaphor because like Langa, who is known as Snow in S, he's kind of like the new big star in the skateboarding community, like a rising star, the new big thing, and how Reggie, how like no matter how much he tries, he just can't reach the star. It's like Langa is out of his reach now, despite just only introducing Langa to skateboarding just months earlier. There's even shown or we were even shown video of Langa struggling with skateboarding, just his progress, and it's like man, it's really come a long way, and now it's kind of like okay, so here's the thing. I don't know if it's like jealousy or it's just kind of like this inferiority thing going on. We just know like Reki just doesn't really want to be with Langa because he's always like overshadowed from everyone else, even like during this brief bit in classes, like soccer, during a soccer game for like PE, I assume. We see Reki like struggling to do like to play soccer while Longa's like again the guy that everyone pays attention to, all commenting how he's amazing, and it's like okay, so probably note like early on in the episode, like Reki was happy that Longa was doing all this well, and you have like Shadow and Mia like talking about like why is Reki happy that Long is doing well, like because technically Reki was like the guy who helped Longa out, which is why he's happy for him, but now it's like Reki, you're not the one doing this. Like why are you happy? Like you haven't accomplished anything. And I mean I should probably know the only times we've seen him skate is both in losing efforts against Shadow and Adam, both really bad losses I should add too, just to get an idea. It's kind of leads into like this more tension between both Becky and Longa now. It's like this like I don't really know how to explain. So it's definitely like a lot of mixed feelings. Like Ricky doesn't know how to feel, and even Longa like we kind of get to see like more of like Longa's psyche as well. Like said, skating with someone like Adam makes him excited, whereas it makes Reki scared. Like that there's someone like that skateboarding, and how I mean you can still see that. I mean if you've seen the episode, like Reki, or I mean if you know you're kind of too busy, but Reki's still like traumatized by Adam. Like he even hates him. He's mentioned it more than once throughout the episode. Even when I should also probably note, this is kind of like the official announcement for the tournament that was briefly brought up last episode, and it I should probably note it again. It might be I don't know. It seems to be starting the very next episode, but yeah. When Langa mentions that Adam is hosting the tournament, you can just kind of see like Greg is really unhappy considering what Adam has done, and it's like, yeah, I know he definitely. I don't know if it's just hatred, and it's just kind of also like care for Langa, but it's just like it is like a lot of layers here. Oh, I should probably also mention what's going on with Adam too. There's just honestly like a lot going on this episode. It was pretty deep considering what we just got last episode. I mean, I did say it was kind of like the combo for the Storm, and Storm's just starting to brew this episode. So when Adam announces the tournament, a lot of people are happy. We even kind of got a bit more backstory on what happened with Adam. Like he seems to have had like this rough upbringing. Like he had to conform to this and that from family, his dad, and like others around him. His family seems to also be against skateboarding, so it's like we're definitely getting more of an idea of what happened with Adam too, like growing up. So it's clearly something in him changed. Like I don't know if it's a snap, but like and like even in one of the flashbacks we see him, like him, Joe, and Cherry Blossom, like younger, just talking. It's like Cherry Blossom and Joe are talking to Adam, and like they're telling him like stop skating like that. It was like we're assuming at that point this when like Adam has started to develop this skating style about bringing harm to others, and actually we kind of see it's like it seems like Adam is trying to hide like all this pent up skateboarding, his feelings for skateboarding. It's kind of also a weird thing to explain because it's like he definitely likes skateboarding, but something else has been mixed into it that's kind of like made him uh, go like split away from Cherry Blossom and Joe. It's definitely odd. Hopefully, we get more information on that one. We might be getting it with Joe at least, but I digress. And and again, this is also with uh, Kamata, Inspector Kamata, like kind of like seemingly on a mission to shut down S, because like oh, I should probably also note Adam seems to have paid off like a high ranking authority official to like hide away the location of S Crazy Rock, and it's like this guy's reach is like wow, how much control does he have? But and for some reason, Kamata wants to like seems to want to like shut down like searching for the truth. There's definitely like something going on here. I wonder how this is going to like play out in the tournament too, because it's like there's definitely like quite a few stories going on here. Kamata has gone closer, and actually we kind of also learned this like okay, well I should probably note I don't know if Adam was like a bad person before the flashbacks, but we see Adam like telling his secretary to take the blame if S and the skateboarding community and all that gets like shut down because Adam will then get accused for perjury because apparently he's not supposed to have like ownership of the land there, or it's like it's kind of like illegal use. It's kind of basically Adam is not supposed. It's basically like kind of illegal is activity. Like it seems like Adam is definitely hiding his skateboarding away from the public. Guessing because again from the family thing. Again, there's just a lot of stuff going on here. I might rewatch this again, but there's definitely a lot to unpack here. That's really all there is to say. Yeah, just wow. Yeah, definitely gonna be a lot more to break down here. We're about halfway through the season. Um, Not too sure how much it can get resolved, but there's definitely like a lot of stuff to look out for. But yeah, that's about it for episode 7. Uh, Ironic to the episode title, it definitely balanced a lot of story here. I mean, there's definitely like not as much action. I mean, I should probably note also like Langa is like, according to Mia, he's already the best out of the 6 main guys, and he's already talented enough to go to the Japanese national team if he wanted to. It's like they even commented like Langa's potential. Oh, and I should also note like Langa seems to be driven to catch up to Adam, which is also kind of like putting him a lot of people in danger, including himself. So it's like we'll see how it plays out because it's like we know Langa's good, but it's like how far will he go? I do wonder if it's tied to the dad too, because we do know. Oh yes, because actually also, so probably I've also meant this earlier, but also the mom did mention like after the death of his dad, like Lanka hasn't really been the same until like Rick introduced him to skateboarding. Just yeah, again, like I said, a lot to uncover in this episode. But hopefully you guys understand. There's a lot of stuff happening. But yeah, episode 7, We Don't Balance Out, Escape the Infinity. Definitely good anime. Check it out if you guys are able to. And yeah, that's really all about how to say for now. So hope you guys have an amazing time whenever you're watching this. Stay safe and take care. Later.